everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Hideout. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Travis. We are very happy you are here with us today.
Yes, we are. Today, we are going to practice something very important and very useful.
That's right. Today's topic is how to introduce yourself in English.
This is something people do every day.
At school, at work, at a party, online, or even at a coffee shop.
Exactly. And don't worry if you are a beginner.
Yes, we will use slow, simple, and clear English.
We want you to relax and enjoy the conversation.
Maybe you are cooking right now.
Or driving.
Or studying English before bed.
Wherever you are, thank you for learning with us today.
And before we begin, please like this video and subscribe to Daily English Hideout.
It really helps our channel grow.
And it helps more English learners find these lessons.
Okay, Travis, are you ready?
I think so, but honestly, introductions sometimes make me nervous.
Really?
Yes, sometimes someone says, "Tell me about yourself," and suddenly my brain stops working.
That happens to many people.
Good, I thought it was only me.
No, not at all. Even native English speakers feel nervous sometimes.
That makes me feel better already.
Good, so let's start with the first step.
Okay.
Usually, when you introduce yourself, you start with your name.
Simple and easy.
Yes, you can say, "Hi, my name is Alicia."
Or, "Hello, I'm Travis."
Very good. Short, natural, friendly.
Let's repeat slowly for our listeners.
Good idea.
Let's repeat slowly. Hi, my name is Travis.
Hello, I'm Alicia.
Nice. Very easy English.
And remember, you do not need long or difficult sentences.
Yes, simple English is powerful English.
Exactly.
You know, Alicia, I had a funny moment last week.
Oh no, what happened?
I met my neighbor for the first time.
Okay,
And I wanted to sound very friendly and confident.
that sounds good.
But I was carrying too many grocery bags.
Uh-oh.
Yes, one bag broke while I was talking.
No.
Yes, apples rolled everywhere.
That sounds like a movie scene.
I know. And while picking up apples, I said, "Hi, my apples are Travis."
Your apples are Travis?
Yes, I was so embarrassed.
That is actually very funny.
My neighbor laughed too.
See, mistakes are okay.
Yes, people usually understand.
And sometimes mistakes make conversations more natural and friendly.
That's true.
Okay, after your name, people often say where they are from.
Right.
For example, I'm from Canada.
Or, "I'm from Brazil."
Very good.
You can also say, "I live in New York," or "I live in Tokyo."
Exactly.
Let's practice together slowly.
Okay,
I am from.
I live in.
Very nice.
Now let's make a full introduction.
Okay, I'll try.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Travis. I'm from the United States, and I live in Chicago.
Perfect.
Really?
Yes, very clear and natural.
Okay, your turn.
Hello, my name is Alicia. I'm from Mexico, and I live in a small city near the beach.
Wow, that sounds peaceful.
It is peaceful, except when my neighbor sings very loudly at midnight.
Oh no.
Yes, last night he sang love songs for 2 hours.
Was he a good singer?
No.
That makes the story even better.
Sometimes learning English is easier than listening to my neighbor sing.
That is very funny.
Now let's continue.
Okay,
After your name and country, you can talk about your job or studies.
this is very common.
Yes, someone may ask, "What do you do?" Or, "Are you a student?"
Exactly. You can answer with simple sentences like, "I'm a student,"
Or, "I work in a bank."
or I'm a teacher.
Very good.
Again, simple is best.
Yes. Don't try to use difficult words.
I remember my first English conversation class.
How was it?
I wanted to sound smart.
Oh, this sounds dangerous already.
Yes. The teacher asked, "What do you do?"
Okay.
I wanted to say, "I work in a grocery store."
That's easy.
But I became nervous and said, "I professionally organize vegetables."
Professionally organize vegetables?
Yes.
That sounds very serious.
Like I was the CEO of carrots.
See, learners, you do not need complicated English.
Exactly.
I work in a grocery store is perfect.
Simple and clear.
Now let's talk about hobbies.
This part is fun.
Yes, hobbies help people know you better.
You can say, "I like music."
I enjoy cooking.
"I love watching movies."
Or, I like reading books.
Very natural English.
And hobbies create conversations.
Exactly. If someone says, "I love football," you can ask, "Oh, really? What team do you support?"
That keeps the conversation going.
Alicia, what hobbies do you have?
I enjoy cooking.
Really? Are you a good cook?
Sometimes.
That does not sound confident.
Well, last week I burned rice.
Burned rice?
Yes.
How do you burn rice?
I forgot the pot on the stove because I was watching a TV show.
Oh no.
The kitchen smelled terrible.
That is why I ordered pizza.
Probably a safer choice.
Okay, listeners, let's practice together.
Good idea.
Repeat after us. My name is.
I'm from.
I work as.
In my free time, I like.
Very nice.
You are doing great.
Yes, even small practice helps.
Now let's make a longer introduction.
Okay?
Hello, my name is Alicia. I'm from Mexico. I work as a teacher, and in my free time, I enjoy cooking and watching movies.
That sounds very natural.
Thank you.
Okay, my turn. Hello, I'm Travis. I'm from the United States. I work in media, and I love music and coffee.
Coffee is very important to Travis.
Very important.
How many cups do you drink every day? Too many?
Maybe.
I knew it.
One time, I drank so much coffee that I could not sleep.
That happens.
At 3 in the morning, I cleaned my kitchen.
That sounds productive.
Yes, but then I also cleaned my refrigerator.
Okay.
Then I organized my socks by color. I still don't believe I did that.
That is definitely too much coffee.
Yes. Learn from my mistakes, everyone.
Okay, let's continue before Travis drinks more coffee.
Good idea.
Another important thing is asking questions.
Right. Conversations go both ways.
If someone introduces themselves, you can ask, "Where are you from?"
What do you do?
What do you like to do in your free time?
Very simple questions.
And remember to smile.
Yes, a smile helps a lot.
Even if your English is not perfect.
People care more about kindness than perfect grammar.
That is very true.
I met a man from Italy last month.
Really?
Yes, his English was very basic, but he was friendly and confident.
What did he say?
He said, "Hello, my friend. I love your jacket."
Aw, that's nice.
Then he said, "My English small, but my heart big."
That is wonderful.
Everyone smiled immediately.
See? Communication is about connection, not perfection.
Exactly. Okay, listeners, let's practice a small conversation.
I'll start.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Alicia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Travis.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago. How about you?
I'm from Mexico.
That's awesome. What do you do?
I'm a teacher. And you?
I work in media.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I like listening to music and drinking coffee.
Of course, Travis.
What about you?
I enjoy cooking and watching movies.
See? That is a real and simple conversation.
Very natural.
And not too difficult.
Now, let's talk about nervousness.
Ah, yes, the scary feeling.
Many English learners feel nervous speaking English.
That is normal.
Very normal.
Sometimes people worry about mistakes.
But mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly.
When children learn a language, they make mistakes too.
Yes, lots of mistakes.
So don't be afraid.
I still make mistakes sometimes.
Me too.
One time, I accidentally said, I am boring.
Oh no!
I wanted to say, I am bored.
That is a classic mistake.
Yes, my friend looked very worried.
Because I am boring means you are not interesting. And honestly speaking, your friend had every reason to look worried.
Exactly. But now I never forget the difference.
Sometimes mistakes help us remember.
That's true.
Now, let's practice some useful phrases slowly.
Okay, everyone, repeat after us.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
What do you do?
What are your hobbies?
I enjoy learning English.
Very good.
You are doing amazing.
Yes, keep practicing.
Practice every day, even for 10 minutes.
Small steps make big progress.
I like that.
Thank you. I made it myself.
Very inspirational, Travis.
Maybe I should print it on a t-shirt just to let the whole world know that.
I would buy one.
Okay, listeners, here's another tip.
Practice introductions in front of a mirror.
Yes, it may feel silly at first.
But it really helps.
You can practice eye contact and pronunciation.
And confidence.
I used to practice introductions in my bathroom mirror.
Really?
Yes. One day my roommate heard me.
Oh no!
He thought I was talking to another person.
That is so funny.
I had to explain, no, I'm just practicing English.
Practice works.
It really does.
Okay, before we finish today, let's do one final full introduction.
Good idea.
Listeners, you can repeat after us.
Ready?
Hello, my name is Alicia.
I'm from Mexico.
I work as a teacher.
In my free time, I enjoy cooking and watching movies.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Now my turn to listen to Travis.
Hi, I'm Travis.
I'm from the United States.
I work in media.
And I love music and coffee.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
And remember, everyone, introductions do not need to be perfect.
Just be friendly, calm, and confident.
Simple English is enough.
Very true.
Okay, Alicia, should we do a quick recap?
Yes.
First, say your name.
Second, say where you are from or where you live.
Third, talk about your job or studies.
Fourth, mention hobbies or interests.
And finally,
smile and relax.
Even if you make mistakes.
Because mistakes help you learn.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
We hope this lesson helped you feel more confident speaking English.
And remember, practice a little every day.
Your English will improve step by step.
Before we go, tell us in the comments, what is your name, where are you from, and what hobbies do you enjoy?
Yes, we would love to read your introductions.
And if you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video and subscribe to Daily English Hideout.
Thank you for spending time with us today.
Keep practicing,
keep smiling,
and keep learning English one step at a time.
Bye, everyone.
See you in the next lesson.